Welcome, guys. Today starts a new offline series, I'd call it. If you are new to the channel, my name's GlintPhantom. You could call me GP, Glint, or Phantom. But today we'll be playing G Generation's Crossrays SD Gundam. Now, this is not my first playthrough. I haven't completed the game, but we'll kind of go through the game together. I'll play one stage once a week, given how long these stages actually are. You'll see in a moment here. But let me give you guys a rundown if you're not familiar with SD Gundam G Generation games. They're pretty much a grid format game where you move your pieces or your suits, and you pretty much do turn-based attacks using whichever attack has more damage or less damage or whatever you're trying to go for. Let me actually show you some of the functions and stuff. Organization has remained relatively the same from what I've seen. Although, from what I see, they took out sell. They only have exchange now. You used to be able to sell your suits and buy more suits, but I have been playing, and as you can see, I've unlocked a couple suits. I'll go into detail more about these guys down here. I'm not too sure about them, but from what I've experienced, I kind of got the gist. Now, before we go into a mission, let me actually explain it quickly for you guys. You have your base suit, and each of these squares are a new mobile suit that you can unlock. But in order to do that, you have to level up your Gundam. And you do that by grinding a lot. Now, if you paid attention when the menu came up, you saw the 15% there. That is how many suits you've seen or unlocked. And I have played the previous game so much trying to get 100%, which I will try to do 100% here as well. So don't be alarmed if you see one episode having 15% and then the next one having 20% or something. I will be grinding out the same level over and over. But I'll go into detail later. They have a lot of series. Gundam Wing, the side story of Gundam Wing, G Unit, Endless Waltz, Gundam Seed, Astray, X-Astray. You get the idea. They have pretty much almost all alternate universe stories. But the one we'll be doing is Gundam Wing. And I have cleared it twice on normal and hard. I'm not gonna attempt extra yet. That might be for later. One thing they also did change compared to the other games was back then you could buy all the suits you wanted through your capital, which, let me show you there, top right corner, your capital. That you buy your ships, you level up your characters. I go into more differences as I recall, but let's jump into the story because it is gonna be a very long one, like very long.
フターコロニー。それは人が宇宙に住み始めた時代。地球から巣立った人類は宇宙コロニーでの生活に新たな希望を求めていた。
While the story goes and pretty much relays what happens in the show, I'll try to keep quiet for those of you who are curious.
部隊を派遣。その圧倒的な軍事力で各コロニーを制圧し、以後地球圏では連合の策略による紛争が誘発することとなった。そしてアフターコロニー195年4月7日、連合に反目する一部のコロニー居住者たちはついにとある作戦の実行へと踏み切った。作戦名オペレーションメテオ。流星に偽装した新兵器ガンダムを地球へ送り込み、軍事秘密結社オズに対し破壊活動を行う。だがこの作戦はすでに連合本部に察知されていた。コロニーの平和を託された運命の矢は今地上へと降り注ぐ。その奇跡を目撃する少女の運命とともに。
I will say I do enjoy that they kept the Japanese voice actors, because I'm actually used to the Japanese voice actor. The story is presented in a very kind of condensed way compared to the retelling of the show.
少女が見た流星。
We finally get to start, sort of. These parts are gonna be like 40 or 50 minutes. Unless you guys don't mind me skipping these cutscenes, because they present this very much like well, you know the old joke about Dragon Ball games. You're playing the same story all the freaking time, so it's like, for those of you who are Gundam fans, you know the story, especially Gundam Wing. I'm leaving it on auto mainly because I've never been one to narrate the text, so you guys can read it on your own time. I'm more of a reactor. If there's something I'll comment on with the text, I'll say it. Other than that, I'll just leave it to autoplay. Would have been nice if they gave us a cutscene there of it, like shedding the armor. Ares are like the stormtroopers of Gundam Wing. I don't think they actually ever destroyed anything. At least the Leo destroyed something, man. So each mission you get a victory condition, and then you have a challenge condition. Challenges, they give you more points overall at the end of the mission. Or sometimes in other cases, they'll give you secret units. You'll see what I mean later on. Let's see what I mean by grid format. You can move as long as you're able to, and then depending on where you go, you can be in range of an attack or too far back. Now if we have a challenge to destroy both of them at once, we want to be close and actually be able to hit them. Your attacks can have a range of how many spaces it'll be effective, how much energy it'll use, and the damage of it. In this case, the Buster Rifle is gonna hit 100%. Now, I will limit actually showing the attacks of the Gundams, because if I did that, we'd be here for an hour and a half. I will show it sporadically. I will say that I do enjoy the animation. It looks so much better than G Generation Overworld, and G Generation Overworld is actually pretty decent, especially for PSP. Slowly but surely, you'll get to see a bunch of different attacks. I could shoot him again, but it's always good to move, just in case the percentage of accuracy changes. But there we go, we finished the first section. And yes, I said section. I have played this level many times already, so not necessarily blind on what to do and whatnot. Here comes the classic scene of the Leo locking up Wing. I'm so happy they have an auto function. They really expanded on, that's one difference I remember. They expanded on how much of the series they're kind of retelling. Back on PSP, the cutscenes were pretty quick, and you were able to speed through them if you played through it the first time. That wasn't the first mission, just part of it. Since this is on Steam, Switch, and PS4, it really took advantage of like fleshing out the story, which I feel is a bit of a good and bad thing. Good for first-time players who aren't familiar with Gundam in any way and want to know about the series. Bad for longtime fans like me who are not only fans of the game, but we've played, well, I've played Overworld and whatnot. So I know how tedious all these things can be. We'll be here for a while. I will place a marker on where you can fast forward when we get to the fighting. Now, once the actual mission starts, I will not like let the cutscene play throughout completely. I'll try to speed it up as much as possible. I like how they use the SD model of it. Granted, I know it's an SD game, but still. It's nice that they don't just slap on the picture of a full-size suit. I do want to know, however, what you guys feel about speeding up the cutscenes or just letting them play, or how do you guys feel about it? This game is over a month, actually 2 months, yeah, 2 months old now. So there's already been a lot of videos on websites and stuff. They literally just closed Hiro's eyes and rotated the picture slightly in Photoshop for that one scene where his eyes are closed. I found that humorous. For those of you who do have this on Steam, one thing you should note is you can't really control the window size, and if you click away from the game, it goes quiet. I'm trying not to do that. I hopefully don't have to do that. And I skipped the intro at the start because, you know, I don't want to get any copyright issues. Hopefully that little bit at the start doesn't cause issue. Boy. Like I said, they're really condensing a lot of stuff. I think they've put 2 episodes in just this one mission. We're almost to the mission, guys. Hang in there, we're almost there. Just a bit more of a cutscene. I'd be more enthusiastic about the cutscenes and everything if it wasn't legitimately just retelling the anime story. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's very much like a Dragon Ball Z game where you're just kind of reliving things. SD tall geese. I actually managed to unlock it and use it for a bit. We're so close to starting, guys. Oh. Accidentally skipped it a little bit, but they kept the music though. I do enjoy that.
記録者名はトルワとでも名乗っておこう。
We're so close. We are so close. Finally. So before we actually lay down our units, almost, well, I can't say all of them, but most missions will have you, like, it'll have the anime suits based on the level that they're retelling. In this case, we get heavy arms. And the thing that you should know is that this replaying the level is how you actually get access to the suit quicker. You see in the top right corner there's the get function, which I learned that you fill that meter up by letting the unit here destroy a lot of enemies, and you'll unlock that in your production list, which is your buyable list. Let's get this going here. We do need to get started, so now you have your unit with the ship and it has all your units, but in the new game, this new game, they've added separate suits. So you can actually have a team of suits. Let's start this mission. Get you some cutscenes of the suits fighting, stuff like that. We'll move all of them because it'll take a while. So for this stage, our condition is destroy 10 units. but then the secret condition is to destroy 10 in 3 turns, which is actually very possible. Enjoy heavy arms. I also feel I'll skip a bunch of these animations because on YouTube or other sites, a lot of people do the compilations of seeing the suit attack pretty much.
読み通りだ。やはり戦場こそが俺の帰るべき場所なのかもしれない。
I won't be sending out any more units, but you pass your turn when you're done moving all your pieces. Some people have called this very similar to Fire Emblem. I haven't had the chance to play Fire Emblem, so I can't tell. I'll go to like into stats and like pilot stats or mobile suit stats later. But do know that you can over level in the game, but because of these guest units, you know, like in this case the heavy arms, it won't really help you with the mission. You can even attack with your warship. I do need to train this one up so I could sell it. You had one job. Are you kidding me? Okay, that works. So the Blitz Gundam I have here, I've already leveled it up to like the one that I wanted. I just need to pick which suit I want to upgrade it to. But this 1.5 Gundam I have not leveled up yet. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna feed it, give it a bunch of enemies. Do this Pokemon style, guys. Weaken the enemy with your other Pokemon. And you know, see what I mean? If you're not good with your placement of your pieces, you can't do all of the attacks. Or how if I do a missile attack, it has 6% less than my machine gun. Okay. We can actually go to Wing 0 here. Oh, right, I forgot you can actually... Let's actually watch it. We'll watch Wing 0. Zero system activated. That's overkill just for a tank thing. Oh damn, I have not gotten to see Wing Zero's thing. I thought it was just gonna be one shot. But they're mimicking endless walks. with 3 shots. Was it 3 shots? I think it was. Oh yeah, the jerk of the body. Some characters have certain special abilities, passive, that increase damage or help this or that. It's one of those things where you want to explore for yourself, because everyone plays differently and equips different status buffs. Holy cow, though. 1 shot, 1 kill. I just wanted to damage so we could do level up 1.5 Gundam here. Okay. Binder rifle. When you level up, you can add points to mobility, defense, attack, your energy, or your HP. In my personal experience, do what suits you. Some people prefer to go even and, you know, increase stats steadily. Some favor attack, mobility. Each one of them has their own strong suits and weak points. Now, when you do move all, they will like kind of initiate attack on its own, things like that. A new function in the game is called raid link. I almost said raid uplink. Had to reread that text. Pretty much it's your multi-attack, and you can choose as many targets as you have in the team. For this particular team, I have 4 units, so I could choose up to 4 targets. This one, I'll also leave open to watch. And that was Zoro, for you anime fans. From what I can tell with these raid link attacks, it's mainly a new kind of function of a long range attack. Usually you could add in support if your characters are close to each other. I'll actually show that. But the new raid function allows you to kind of link up with all the suits no matter what. From what I see, you can only raid link with once per round. This is why it's always good to be aware of all the HP, which you can do by hitting A. Some suits can transform. I know I didn't comment about that when the Brave here transformed. Not all of them do, but the ones that can, you know, Wing Gundam, Zeta Gundam. Although Zeta Gundam's not in this game because this game's focused only on the alternate universes of Gundam. But we only need to destroy one more before we reach that condition. But we have nothing more to do, so let's just continue on. And there we go. Historic moment. They've just brought reinforcements. We have our own reinforcements.
命を奪おうとは言わない。
This happens after the battle. Why are you talking about? I will try my best to mute my coughs, but it'll slip out. Some missions will have more than one map, as you're about to see here. But don't worry, guys. This should be the last, like, long cutscene, other than the ending for when we finish up this mission. Nine and Zex. I think they had like 2 kids in the Frozen Teardrop novel. Recklessness could be a good thing. I know I'm commenting about this much later, but I mean, there's the Berserker fighters. It gets the job done. What are you talking about? Recklessness. Women and remembering dates. They have to say destroy because, like,
俺はウーフェイ。逃げも隠れもしない。この戦い、すぐに蹴りをつける。
so they combined a lot in the first freaking mission. That OG Gundam tune, though. The OST. I enjoyed that they kept the music in. And just like my description says, guys, my perspective on things is very different compared to the modern world. So you'll hear me make comments, and it may seem wrong or it may seem not correct, but I don't mean wrong by it. Everyone's just overly sensitive these days. So one thing I want to talk about is when someone attacks, you have an option to counterattack or defend, or you can evade. In this case, I will counterattack because I need to weaken these units.
逃げてくれれば倒さずに済むのに。
Now, in addition to counterattacking, sometimes you'll get an option to support defense. This means you can use another suit to body block for you. See, in this case, that enemy would have hit the Magwanac suit. We'll do the same thing here because Gundanium is like Captain America's shield. And I hit the show attack, might as well. I do enjoy that they added the Magwanac suits. I don't think I got to play as them before. Or if I did, they were just like really crap suits in the old games.
こんなところでやられるわけにはいかない。
俺はこんな狂っ
I'll show you guys attacks, but when it's actually my turn to do the moving, I'll probably just use a lot of skipping.
問答無用
Wait a moment, the hand is supposed to stick itself inside. What happened?
このままじゃこちらが押し切られる。
Your ability to evade is reliant on the level of your pilot and their personal stats. That I'll go into in future videos. Now, the secret units that you see here, they're mainly to help you get more capital, more points. And here's something that happened interesting. You have some suits that can replenish their energy, like the 00 suits, because of the solar engine. So these guys replenish their actually, it's not necessarily all. Okay, let me clarify. The dispatch unit, the 4 that are without the ship, they have the ability to replenish their energy each turn. Now you can replenish energy if it's a ship thing. You can replenish energy by returning to the ship. The only one from the ship that replenishes their own energy is the master unit, which is normally dictated by purple coloration there. With these dispatch units, as long as you're close by, like right next to a master, dispatches master unit, then you'll increase HP a bit and more energy. This way, that allows, you know, these guys to heal up when they don't have that shit. We'll do a raid link up because we actually might be able to get all 4 here. Oh no, just 3. Raid link ups also help level up your suits quickly. If you're looking to do that, which I am. Now we use the big boys to damage everyone, so the little guys can get their XP. But at this point, the missions just turn into just destroy everyone. Not all missions are gonna be like that. Some may be escort missions, some may be other kind of missions. It just depends. We'll get to experience that. Now I want to make a comment about the Blitz Gundam here, because it's based on, in Gundam Seed, you actually have that phase shift armor, which eats up the energy each turn. So it's gonna be a fun time when we start playing the Seed missions. Yay! As you could tell, Seed is not my favorite because they just butchered it. I really want to level up the 1.5 Gundam here. The more suits you defeat, the higher your critical hit can go. As you can see right by the pilot there, you have the blue, the green, and the red. That's your tension. And you can increase your critical hit, your damage, as long as you build up that tension. Your morale, things like that. But if you get hit, I will say if you do get hit, you will lose your boost. So definitely be careful about that. Or if you miss, like what just happened there. Actually, you could probably travel longer if I transform. Yes, you can. I'm also trying to level up this Brave unit because I need to get to level 6 so I could properly level it up. But there's not much else I could do. I already moved that. You can buy your own ships. I will share that too. Let's just move them all. No, I didn't want to attack, but oh well. I'm saving all of the XP for the suit I want to grind up. I think once you get your mobile suit to level 13 or 15, that's when you can attack more than 3 times. It's been a while. Don't quote me on that. Ah, dang it, I got hit. It's a percentage game in a way. There's strategy too, but it's definitely a percentage game. Feeding my 1.5 Gundam.
相手が誰であろうと私の邪魔はさせない。
女は戦場から去り女らしく生きろ。
This will give me the perfect chance to damage him. Oh man, you're going after my Aguanac? Ah, you suck. This is what I mean by normal support. It's considered what's shown here as a link-up attack. But with link-up attacks and support, you have to be relatively close, and the unit you want to use as a support cannot have already made its move or attack. If you have already finalized with it, it can't be used as a support anymore. Let's show you some attacks from this Sigu and the Brave. The pilots you see with the suit, they're original characters for the game. There's one more thing that I'll specify once the battle scenes are done. You can get overkill on some suits. You can. It's interesting though. One more level. And this Brave unit is done. See, replenish energy. Now, I can't really do much with him yet, but let's damage some more suits. Some attacks you can only use when your tension's high. Like this one, the Burning Fire, the like special attack of the Phoenix Gundam, pretty much. Now, you see these suits with the little yellow dot. These are skills that certain characters drop that equip onto your pilot to increase stats, pretty much. They're relatively good. I haven't like explored into it much yet, but it's relatively alright from what I noticed. Nice. 1.5 is leveling up too. What level do I need? Oh, also 6. Okay. I'm staying next to the Phoenix Gundam because I'll increase my health and a little bit more. Energy. I almost said HP, but yeah. There's that. I have not really gotten to do anything with them. Exia here, which is fine. Wow, even with a GN shield thing, still does damage. You can upgrade your ship as well. Your first ship is like the standard, really kind of booty ship. I don't think this will hit. No. Okay. We tried. We tried. I'm also leveling up the Ares and the Taurus cannon. Wait, what's it called? Tragos. I mistaken it for the Taurus. But pretty much I'm trying to level them up so I can exchange for a better suit. Because I haven't found the cell function yet. So I think it's all exchanges now. And I think that's about everything. I did not mean to do that. I did not know that the attack would actually be that rough. But we're almost done with the level now that things are set. Alright. Take care of this guy. And then we'll end the turn. That way when they attack, I could just finish them off. Cleared them out. And it's with 2 suits that I don't mind leveling up, I think. I will say that there's 3 difficulties that you could play the game in. And the hard level, the AI gets smarter. So if you're looking for a challenge, you can always try hard mode. think I can actually kill you with the Vulcan cannons. They made the Vulcans a little bit better compared to Overworld. The Vulcans were like so crappy. You didn't really want to use them unless your suit was overpowered. Let's see here. So I won't be able to get to level 6 in time, but I should be able to maybe get 2 units here. Nope. I'm completely out. Will this reach? Yes, it will. The point of this game is purely to, you know, play through the levels, unlock the units, and it's definitely made for Gundam fans. I'm actually content with everything. We'll let the 1.5 Gundam heal up, and then we'll let it take care of the last bit of thing. Might have to be next turn though. That barely increased the energy. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. That freaking sucks. Next turn then. Wait, you'd be surprised how the AI takes advantage of you just leaving weak suits around. You actually got hit by that? Really? So we should now be able to go ahead and finish off this Ares, complete the mission. I won't fast forward it, even though I could, because it's also pretty long. But this does kind of give you the gist of how most of the gameplay is going to be like on this series. I'll wait to see what you guys say regarding leave the cutscenes in or leave it out. Like I said, I will be playing it off stream, but I'll repeat this exact mission until I make another video with the next mission, and then I'll have 2 missions to repeatedly play. But they sped things up in condensing the series. Should be alright though. Gundanium is easy as titanium for some reason. Oh wait, it was actually difficult to get. That was so weird as a kid watching that scene of her saying, "Come and kill me." Then they match your reviews, your stats. And that's literally what this game is all about. We're gonna save here. Yes, I've put in a lot of hours. We cannot let the thing play. But yeah, guys, that will wrap up the very first part of this new off-stream series that I'm doing. I might do this once a week, once every 2 weeks. I'll see how the reaction goes, you know. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel or BitChute, wherever you're watching this. And I will be back with more Gundam content. 2020 is the year I'm trying to provide you guys more content. Either through streams or offline stuff like this. But until then, guys, this is GP. And I'll catch you guys in the next mission. Ciao.